This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a Duet. This one's made by Maytag that has the F-11. So when the motor should be spinning in the beginning or during the spin cycle or during agitation, there's no motor movement, and then after a little bit you get the F-11 error. This is a communication error between the central control unit that lives up near the top and the back and the motor control unit that lives in the lower left-hand corner behind this panel. So we're using a Torx 15 driver to remove the two screws at the bottom, and then we can pull off the lower panel. We're going to be checking to see if there might be a loose wire. There's a blue wire, it's actually 3 blue wires that are going into a little connector that sometimes get loose over time, and if we clean the connection and we also make the connection a little tighter, sometimes that'll cure the problem. Otherwise, the next most likely culprit is this big white box here called the MCU, or motor control unit. And then unfortunately, if that doesn't work, then the other possibility is the connection between this one and the motor, the wires, or it could be the central control unit itself. These motor control units and central control units are pretty expensive, so it's really wise to take a good look at the wire connections first, because if that can solve the problem, that's really good. So we're taking the pink wire out, taking the ground wire off, we're taking the big connector that has all the black wires that goes between the motor and the motor control unit out, and then we're going to take the little blue one at the bottom, and that's the one that allows the MCU, this thing, to talk to the one up top, the CCU, and that's often where the problem lies. So I lift it up on a little tab, and I'm going to slide this MCU out so I can take a look at it. I'm going to fold down this upper piece. The upper piece is just for deflection of water, so no water will pour down on the unit if there's a leak. So I'm going to slide it out on the side of the shock here. Let's take a look at it. If you notice behind this green circuit board a big burn mark, that would be an obvious indication that the MCU is burned up. It got overloaded. Sometimes, though, there'll be no burn mark and it'll still just be a defective MCU. But we're hoping that maybe it's just the wires. So I'm going to put this back in. It has little plastic feet on the bottom, and they slide into some holes in the metal at the bottom. So you push it down and then push the unit back away from you by about 1/4 inch, and it locks in. So it locks in there pretty easy. The little flap up top sometimes has double stick tape on it that you have to kind of pry off to get the thing out. So we're going to look at these wires. This is the one that's probably the most common, is that blue one. I'm putting the ground wire back on. That's the green one. And this pink one at the top, these just pop right back in. And then there's this big one that goes between the MCU and the motor. It has, I think it's 6 black wires we'll put back. And that one, just take your time, you have to kind of wiggle it back in. That's this one here. If you have a can of electrical cleaner, it'd be good to spray that on the modular connectors and also to spray onto the circuit board where they connect, to just get rid of any oxidation that might be there. Sometimes a little water builds up, you get some oxidation. So I'm pushing this blue one in. That's the communication wire between the MCU and the CCU. So that one is often the culprit. Make sure the wires on this one are pointing to your left. So going toward the side of the left side of the machine, or your left. And make sure it's fully seated. And then you could try it again. I'm also closing this little door, pushing the wires down below the door, closing it, and then you could also pull the wires off of the motor and just make sure that they're not corroded. You could spray some electrical cleaner on those. And even sometimes just wiggling these wires, these connectors, will be enough. Because these machines vibrate excessively, and over time they can vibrate to a point where they break the electrical connection. Or not, they don't break it, but they loosen it, and you can just retighten it. So now we've removed the top panel by removing some screws off the back, and here's the little blue wire that we were looking at before as it connects to the central control unit. So we're going to wiggle that one out and then put it back in, just making sure that it's nice and tight. That also would be a good one to spray some electrical cleaner on the connector and on the part where it connects to the CCU, to the circuit board. So I'm just pushing in on all these connectors, making sure they're tight. And then you can try it again, and if it works, it'd be super good. That's probably 70% of the time. And maybe 30% of the time, though, you have to end up replacing one of these boards. Usually, in my experience, it's the lower one, the MCU. Sometimes it is the upper one. There's not a really good test to figure out which one's which. I'm also using a sharp little tool now to bend the metal pieces of this wire connector in slightly, just a tiny bit, so that it can squeeze tighter in on the connections in the circuit board on the MCU. This is just with the idea of it trying to make a better connection. But doing that and also using the electrical cleaner, I think, is a good idea to really get things tight, nice secure connections. So pushing that one back in. I'm really hoping I don't have to buy an MCU. That would be, if I have to buy one of these, that's the first one I would try, though. But it's almost I'd say about a 60-40 difference between the two. I'm pushing that little wire back in again up here at the CCU. This is the port that it goes into. And it was, in this one, a loose wire, so that did solve the problem. I hope that works for you too, and you can get rid of your F-11, get your motor working again. So thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe when you get a chance. We'll send you some more videos.